Good morning, everybody.
Yeah!
Welcome to Mother Rabbit's Kitchen. What are you doing? Oh, you're still. It's Saturday morning at 7:24 a.m. Don't know if anybody's awake, but we are, and we had a request for monkey bread today. We haven't made monkey bread in years. They request it sometimes. I don't know, it just, in my mind, it feels like a lot to
And we
handle.
made cookie doughs yesterday.
But I have a recipe that I
Hey, Mom,
used to
it
use.
says James right there.
No, it doesn't. I have a recipe that I used to use that we got when the girls were really little, and we went to the library and they got a Disney Princess cookbook. And there was a recipe there called something like Abu from Aladdin, Abu's monkey bread.
Ew.
And we tried it out, and it was a really, really good monkey bread. So I have adapted it to use freshly milled flour. And then I also have some Greek yogurt in the fridge that I would love to throw in there to just up the protein a little bit. So I'm probably gonna do that and sub out the milk or part of the
I'll
milk
pop it out.
for it. So Camden's been measuring lots of things on the scale. So what we need for this recipe, we need 360 grams of soft white wheat, which would be about 3 cups of, could you wash your hands? Which would be about 3 cups of flour. Then we're gonna need 4 teaspoons of baking powder, a teaspoon of salt, a 1/3 cup of cold butter, and then the recipe calls for 1 1/4 cups of milk, but I'm gonna sub out at least half of that or more with Greek yogurt. Then a 1/2 cup of brown sugar, a 1/2 cup of regular sugar, and a teaspoon of cinnamon, and then 6 tablespoons of melted butter for the end when you roll them into balls. Yeah, that's where we're gonna do our flour. Nope, that's not what we do, is it? It's Saturday morning, so I'm a little tired, and I can tell. It's gonna be rough. Anyway.
You said you're tired?
I'm tired. Anybody else tired out there?
No, you said you're tired.
No, nobody's saying anything, buddy. All right, so we're gonna get going. Oh, well, this is what I wanted to say. This is essentially a biscuit dough. If you wanted to skip all the homemade parts of it, you could just go get a can of biscuit dough and then just break them up into little balls and roll them in like the butter and then the sugars, and be much quicker if you are,
Can I smell
really, really busy and don't have that kind of time. That's cinnamon, but we're gonna do it from scratch, baby, and then using the fresh milled flour is going to make sure that it's not only delicious, but it's packed with nutrients. So we're gonna get started. Here we go. All right. Good morning, everybody that's joining us. Okay, let's see. The first thing we need to do, we're not, you wanna smell the cinnamon. Okay, it's very important before you start to smell cinnamon. Whoa.
Sorry.
It's okay. It might make you sneeze if you smell it too much. Okay, yep, there we go. Was that in your elbow? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. All right, so we have our little kitchen scale, so we're gonna measure out our wheat berries here. Yeah, okay, so that's just a quick lesson. Don't stick your face too deeply into the cinnamon. And this is gonna be our mixing bowl for the whole thing. So we're just gonna measure out our wheat berries in the mixing bowl here. So we've got our soft white, oh my gosh. It's a sneezy Saturday. Hi. We are making monkey bread. Have you ever had monkey bread? All right, so.
He said no.
No, I'll read it, okay? Let's see. So we have to take the weight of the bowl off of the scale. Camden, do you remember how to do that?
Yeah.
Nope, no. You put that bowl on, but you have to tell the scale. That's exactly what you do. You just press the on button again, which takes the weight off. It's called taking the tare off. And now it's back to 0. So it's pretending the bowl's invisible. And then we are going to, you have to try this recipe. It's really good. Okay. Yeah, I'm making monkey bread with a couple of monkeys here. Okay, so we're gonna pour in the white wheat, and we need 360 grams. I always go about 10 grams above, just if any like flour dust gets lost along the way. And then we'll get started. So I'm gonna pour, you guys tell me when it gets to okay, I need 360, but I wanna add 10 grams. So what should we measure?
10 grams, 360, 370.
370, very good. So I'm gonna pour.
Wait a bit more.
248, 355, 68, 9, 372.
All right, let's take a few out. 369 is fine. Anywhere between 365 and 370 is good.
One more nut. One more.
All right, then we're gonna pour in, whoa, those berries. Good job, Cam.
And then I'll turn it on.
Oh,
Well, shouldn't we put the lid on first because it's so loud? Okay, so here it is. Hey, good morning. We are making monkey bread this morning. All right, you want to put the lid on and then turn it on?
Who are you talking to?
People are just commenting and saying hi. Talking to the people watching.
Okay, this is gonna scare me. Mom, can you do it?
Oh, you get scared turning it on. It's a little loud when you turn it on, but it's more like the game Perfection, where it's like, it's not scary. It's just, okay. The reason is because yesterday when we were making cookie dough, we did a live video last night. It's available if you want to watch us make cookie dough. I was like, oh, just turn it to the very first setting because we want it to be the finest grind. I always do the finest grind for my flour. And if you turn it all the way, it's going to be a coarse grind. So he was like trying so hard to turn it on like as slowly as possible so that he didn't accidentally turn it too far. And it was taking so long to get to the on setting that by the time it got to the on setting, he jumped and he got scared. It was really cute. All right, you want me to turn it on? Okay, everybody wait. It's gonna make a loud sound, but that's what a grinder does. Okay, ready? That's it. It's gonna take about 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah!
So go get your tea.
Okay.
You want tea? Okay, Andy wants tea. Let me see. It's totally ready? All the wheat berries are gone. It means they have been ground into flour. Sounds like an airplane landing down here. What's wrong? What's wrong?
My
It
ears.
hurts your ears? Okay. It's a little loud, but
It
we can
looks
handle it.
small, but then it looks big.
Okay,
It
so
looks small.
now remember when we made the cookie dough last night, we put the flour in as one of the last ingredients for the biscuit dough. Now remember, monkey bread is kind of like a biscuit dough. I'm just gonna unplug this and we're actually gonna put the flour in as the first ingredient because we want to mix all of our dry ingredients first. Just gonna get this.
I forget what monkey
Monkey bread
tastes
is
like.
basically biscuit dough, but you
Can I open it?
hold on. Okay. Monkey bread is basically biscuit dough, but you roll it into balls and then roll it in butter and then sugar, and then you stack them, and it makes like kind of like a. Do you remember what it looks like? It's balls. It's like balls squished together in a thing. Anyway. Good morning.
I do not know what it. I do not.
Thank
we
you.
made it. We. The last time we made it was like in the Rome house.
I think it was in our
three to
Rome
4
Drive
years
house.
ago.
Yeah, it was a very long time ago. So we have our freshly milled flour here. And then I'm just gonna make it snow this extra flour. Just take off this little.
A lot.
Whoops.
Mom, what's
Sorry.
that thing for?
This just is like a little, it catches the finest part of the flour so it doesn't fly everywhere. And then I'm just gonna pop it back on. Then since we pre-measured by weight, we know we don't have to measure in cups. We know that it's 3 cups of flour. And measuring by weight is actually a much more accurate way to measure flour. So we're just gonna pour the flour right in here. You can see it's just so fluffy and beautiful. And the best part is that it has the entire wheat berry in this flour. So it would be considered 100% whole wheat flour. But the difference between this 100% whole wheat flour and the 100% whole wheat flour that you get in the store is 2 things. Number 1, this is freshly milled, which means the nutrients are going to stay intact. You're gonna get all those nutrients because it's freshly milled.
Let's do this.
And it doesn't have time for the nutrients to deplete, unlike the store-bought whole wheat flour. The other thing is, interestingly, store-bought whole wheat flour, first of all, it tastes disgusting because it's been sitting there. It spoils it spoils quicker than white flour, but it is actually white flour with the wheat and the germ added back in, instead of just keeping all 3 parts of the wheat berry intact as God intended. Or not intact, but together. We're gonna grind it.
Touching Oreo.
No, it's okay.
Yay! Oreo, you're half in here. Because Oreo's not dirty.
Okay, you must go. And you're not in
Okay, so we've got our flour in here, and now we are going. Now we're gonna add a few more dry ingredients. So we need 4 teaspoons of baking powder. Who wants to do that? Careful.
I'll do it.
Okay, so Andy, let's let Andy do the baking powder.
No.
And then you can do the salt.
No. How about we keep doing turns?
Okay, you want to do 2? Oh wait, hold on. If we need 4 teaspoons of baking powder, and we want to have each of you
I did
do half. Yeah, very good. I was trying to see if Camden could do it, but that's okay. Now, this baking powder doesn't have one of those easy things where you it has like that metal part where you cut it off. Is that a teaspoon?
No.
It's a little more. So how do we measure it?
Great.
Yeah, that's not going to work because, can you show them why it didn't work? It's okay. So we're just going to, it's okay. It's just going to say bye-bye baking powder. What's a better way to,
I know.
you show me. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, so what should we do? Oh, you know? Okay, you're doing the same thing. Okay, Andy's going to show them.
Pack it down.
No, that's the opposite of what we want to do.
Don't pack
If we pack it down, we're actually getting more baking powder than we're supposed to. Nope, we're not doing that. So what's happening is you guys are forgetting the technique, okay? We do this with flour sometimes too, if we're measuring white flour, which we don't do anymore. So if you have more there you go. Do it. There you go. Whoops, a little more because it's still over the edge. Good. Now we have 1 perfect teaspoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
My turn.
Yeah. Now I wet my finger.
No. Oh yeah. Your finger pat it. A little more. Good.
My turn.
No, I wet my finger.
No, Andy, it's my turn.
Okay, then I wet my finger.
Are you doing teamwork?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now are you gonna hold it and then he's gonna do his finger?
Yeah.
Okay, next time, the one who holds it also does the finger. We definitely don't need, it's not a 2-person job to do it. But this is one way to do it. Okay, so we have to be careful. Look what happened. Cammy, look what happened. There's a hole in it.
We gotta make
So we don't want to do that. When we do our finger, we do it flat.
Okay.
Whoa.
And we always go over it. Yep. Okay, that's good.
And then my turn.
I think we did 4. You're supposed to count as you do it, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna
No, we
just
did
leave
1,
that
2,
mess for a
3,
little
4.
while. Now we need a teaspoon of salt.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Remember,
And this is not something that packs down easily, so you can just kind of scoop it. Oops, yeah. Yeah, you can do that, that's fine.
No,
I'm
I
always
wanna
very
do this
careful
all.
not to,
my finger's all
I
salty.
don't, okay, that's fine.
And then my turn.
No.
No, well, the measurement was 1 teaspoon. We have to
Oh, 1
pay
teaspoon.
attention to the measurements. We can't just keep scooping because it's fun. It's 1 teaspoon of salt, so we do a teaspoon and then we're done. Okay, so
Now we do.
just need to stir our dry
Oh,
ingredients.
no. You didn't throw after me.
Now, we also have to put some ingredients together to get ready for the dipping mixtures, okay? We need a bowl of melted butter and we need a bowl
I'll
of
get the butter.
cinnamon and sugar.
I'll get
So
up.
I need, so where do we keep the butter? You're looking in the main part of the fridge, but where do we keep the butter? There we go. And then we need, let me see something for a second. Okay, that'll be perfect. This is all we need.
Cinnamon and then.
No, so I have all of the ingredients. Oh, you know what? I didn't get a brown sugar. Hold on. Here's the brown sugar.
B. I wanna do the brown sugar. B. Can I do the brown sugar and then you can do the blood? B.
Okay, the first thing we're gonna do is melt the butter for the dipping butter. We do need some butter for the biscuit dough, but we're also gonna need melted butter. So we're gonna get 6 tablespoons of melted butter. All right, so this is about 4 tablespoons right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mom, I wanna eat that.
No, you don't need to eat the butter.
I can eat that chunk.
Okay. And we are actually going to end up needing 1/3 of a cup of butter for in here. And that leaves about a little over 2 tablespoons
I'll do it.
left. So I'm actually just gonna cut the 1/3 tablespoon mark right here. There, and then I'm just gonna use these, it's just a little over 2 tablespoons. So we're gonna use this for our biscuit dough, and we're gonna microwave this 6 tablespoons or so in just to melt it down for dipping later. And then we also need our cup of sugars. So we need a 1/2 cup of brown sugar and a 1/2 cup of white sugar, which we're gonna use raw sugar. So it's not white, it still has a little bit of that brown.
Can I do it? Can I do it?
Okay, so we need a 1/2 cup. Whoop, 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 whoop. No, let go. Okay, we need a 1/2 cup of the white. Are you trying to? What are you doing? Stop. Okay, so a 1/2 cup of the white sugar.
Can't go wash your hands.
No.
Mom, just give me my.
And then we're going to do a
Mom,
1/2
I
cup.
wanted to do that.
Why don't you do the brown sugar?
I want to do the brown sugar.
Okay, you do the brown sugar.
Yay. All by myself.
Well, kind of all by yourself. Okay, you gotta fill it all the way up.
Do you want to
Remember
pack
the
it?
Yeah. Okay, it's not
so
filled
you
all
get
the way, so you need to
lot
dig a
of
little bit
sugar.
deeper. Okay.
Wait, does it say 2 or 1?
We need 1/2 cup. So this is a 1/2 cup measurement.
And then
Good.
1 full cup?
So we just need 1/2 cup
Okay.
of brown sugar. And this vessel, look, can I show Andy? It says 1/2 cup. This is a full cup measure, and this is half of that. So it's labeled a 1/2 cup. Full cup, 1/2 cup. It's the same as, stop. It's the same as this 1 cup measure is the same volume as this. If I were to fill this up to a cup and pour it in here, it would measure perfectly to the top. But the difference between these 2 cups is this one is to measure liquids and this one is to measure solids. They're just more functional for that.
melted.
Okay, so you see how we have to be careful when we do that?
I'll
Because
put
it
it on the
spills. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of that and put it back in. There's gonna be a little baking powder in there. No big deal. But next time when we do that, we'll be a little more careful, okay?
I tried to put it over.
I know, but you can see that if you are a little rough with it, it's not gonna work. Here's our melted butter, and that's gonna be at the end when we dip the biscuit balls in there. It's gonna be delicious. So, and then we also need a teaspoon of cinnamon in here.
I'll do it.
Okay.
We do it, we do it, we do it, we do it. This can't fit in.
It does.
Just sorry.
And so I want you to try to figure out the best way to get a teaspoon of cinnamon. We know there's plenty in there, right? It's just kind
I
of
can do it.
No, that's not the solution. It's not a solution to pull it out. That's perfect. You did it. You dipped it in at an angle and then scraped off the top. So that's exactly what we needed. I wanted you to figure that out on your own. That's how you're gonna learn how to do it,
I tried
okay?
to.
Okay, so we are done with this whisk since Camden already stirred all of our dry ingredients together here. So we can just very gently kind of push that down.
Oh.
If you do it, you're gonna just get it everywhere. So I want you to watch Andy do it. Okay.
Can I do it after Andy?
Mm-hmm. But I want you to watch the way that Andy's doing it, okay? Nice and gently. Probably should have used a little bit of a bigger bowl, but we just have to be very gentle with these 3 ingredients that we have to mix together.
Mom,
Yeah?
can I take videos on the iPad?
Right now?
Yeah.
To do what?
Can I do it
I just
now?
want to make like dancing videos.
Just for fun?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
Mom,
all right, it's Camden's turn. Nice and gently so that it doesn't spill out.
Yes, Camden. Yes.
Great job. Whoops!
It's okay.
That wasn't your fault.
Yeah. It's still okay.
It's still okay. We're just making a big old mess. No big deal.
Mhm.
I'm just seeing if there are any like lumpies that we want to.
Should we put chocolate chips in here?
No. Monkey bread is like a cinnamon roll type of dessert. You don't put chocolate chips in there.
Ooh.
Chocolate chips have a special place in other
Things like
things
cookie dough.
like cookie dough.
Do we
But-
still have leftover cookie dough?
We have a little bit left, but I'm saving it for Dad.
Oh yeah, poor
You didn't
daddy.
get to have any.
Is Dad still sleeping?
Yep.
And let's let him sleep.
Yeah, let's let him sleep. Okay, so we have this, and this actually isn't gonna go in our biscuit dough. Don't do that. We're going to roll the biscuit dough into these two things. So we're gonna set them aside. Yeah, we don't even have any sugar in our biscuit dough. Do you remember it now?
Oh, kind
Is it coming back to you?
Tiny
Ish.
chocolate.
Okay, so we have
So
our,
like you get
I
the
found
dough,
a
you
tiny
put it in the
chocolate
butter,
chip.
and then you roll it around.
Andy, do you want this tiny chocolate chip?
What even is
I don't think there are any chocolate chips.
Tim's ate a chocolate chip.
I don't think there are chocolate chips on here. I cleaned this last night. Okay, so now we need our butter, and you want cold butter. And then we're just gonna cut it up into little cubes, and then we're gonna cut it with the pastry cutter into
Hey, what's that?
the dry ingredients.
Can I eat this? Tiny piece?
You wanna eat the skinny piece of butter? Okay, that's so weird. I love butter so much, but I would never eat it by itself. So weird.
Mmm. I'm a
Okay,
butter
I would love to know,
monster.
do you eat butter by itself? Like, who does that? Not even when I was a kid.
I
But it's like, give me a piece of bread and I will stack it high. Okay, so we're gonna drop that in.
Oh, that's a lot.
Well, it's not that much, actually, for biscuit dough. And then we're gonna cut the butter in, so go ahead and do that.
Can I try after you, Camden?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pound that thing
Careful.
till it breaks bones.
Whoa, whoa, careful. Oh, let's assess
Okay.
What happens
Not yet.
when you slam it too hard? What happens when you do it too hard, Cam?
It splashes everywhere.
Yeah. And if it splashes out of the bowl, then we lose those ingredients. So we definitely don't want to do that. Why don't you give Andy a try?
No. Just a minute.
Okay. Oh my gosh, it's like
Yeah, it's cold butter. So it's not about like how hard you slam it. It's about making contact with it and then just pushing it through. It's like taking like little butter knives and just pushing it through the butter.
And you're cutting a tree.
Kind of.
oh, this is more better.
Yeah.
And why does this thing like wobble?
Because it's like 1,000 years old.
Oh, it's not supposed to wobble?
It can wobble if it wants to wobble.
How do you know it's 1,000 years old?
Because I bought it like 1,000 years ago. Okay, can I have this? I'm just gonna do the rest.
I'm hungry.
And then, after we get this butter cut in there, you see how it makes kind of like, it almost looks like sand a little bit. It makes it like a little wet sand. I told you to stop doing that, okay?
I'm hungry. What if you get a piece of that, it hurts your tongue?
It does. You tried to taste the baking powder?
Yeah, and it hurt my tongue.
Well, you probably shouldn't have done that without permission then. Okay, so we have all of that mixed in. Then we just need, the recipe calls for a cup and a quarter, 1 1/4 cups of milk, but I'm gonna go for
2 cups.
Greek yogurt. No, I'm not gonna change, I'm not gonna add extra, but I am gonna use Greek yogurt to add some protein. So,
We make Greek
because
yogurt.
yogurt is made from milk, but it's much thicker and it's
Can I do
more
the
like
Greek
concentrated with the
yogurt?
protein
Can I do
aspect
the
of it.
Greek yogurt?
So we have to measure, I'm gonna do a cup of Greek yogurt. Oh, wait.
Oh, we got the tiniest bit.
You got the tiniest bit? Okay.
No, I want to do it.
We're just gonna put it in like this.
Can I do one?
Hold on. Did anybody see that catch? So when we measure a cup, we have to make sure the cup is filled.
Oh.
Otherwise, it's not the right measurement.
Do we pack it down?
Yes, this is something that you can pack down.
Is it filled yet?
Does it look like it's filled? We have to
Ooh, it
measure
smells
to the
good.
top. I know. It gives a little bit of
Smells
tangy
like
flavor.
Greek yogurt.
Like yogurt.
Okay,
It
so
smells
let's
like
talk about what's gonna happen if you plop this from way up high. What's gonna happen?
It's gonna splash everywhere.
It's gonna make that flour splash, so we're gonna be very careful. That's very good. That was only a tiny little splash and it used all of our yogurt. So I'm gonna say, you know what? Let's do, I don't know. I'm gonna say let's do 1 1/4 cups here. I'm just gonna do like this is about 1/4 cup, so we'll do that. Okay, and then we're going to get a spoon and stir it. Go ahead and stir that in. And then we'll decide if we want to add a little milk to thin it out.
It's hard. It's gonna be hard.
I think we're gonna need some milk.
It's hard.
Okay, well, remember, it's not supposed to be like a cake batter. It's supposed to be a thick biscuit dough.
It's kind of thick-ish.
Yep.
Sticking.
Can I do it?
Yep, but remember, when something's very thick and you force it, it could splash. It could pop out. So just be really
But
careful.
you're shooting on the phone or something. Like a building. Come on, Andy. You got this. Come
great.
on, Andy. Come
All right,
on,
let's see.
Andy.
Just gonna force it around a little bit. So it is very thick. I'm gonna thin it out just a tiny bit with some milk. Or I could just put more Greek yogurt in there.
No.
Just milk.
What if we put a little more Greek yogurt?
No.
No.
You just want to put milk in it?
Yeah, milk.
All right, I guess you're the boss, right? Just a splashy splash.
Harder.
And it's probably a quarter cup of milk.
Can I do
Okay,
it
stir. Yeah, let Camden stir. He hasn't stirred yet.
This is hard.
Yeah, get a little more. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, it's way harder.
Takes lots of muscles, right? Oh my goodness. Okay, let me help you because there's milk on the bottom there. Just gonna. Yeah, see how it's forming kind of a doughy dough? Okay, I think I actually put a little too much liquid in there. Might have to add a little more flour from the freezer.
Okie dokie.
Maybe.
Just maybe.
It looks good, actually. It's interesting that there's absolutely no sugar in the biscuit dough part. Even regular biscuits, I put sugar in it. Even like savory biscuits, like cheesy biscuits, I put a little bit of sugar.
You do? That's what tastes so good.
Okay, so this is, I think I am gonna just dry it out just slightly with a tiny bit of flour, extra flour.
Mom, can I
that
stir it?
want. Teeny, tiny.
One tiny crumb.
Okay,
Yeah, two. What good?
all right, ready? Just, hey, sorry.
Ooh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I think that should be good.
Cookie dough. Oh, no. Oh.
Good. Okay, see how it's nice and thick now? Now this is the most fun part ever. Let's show them how thick it is. See how?
We get to roll it up.
Yum.
And with sugar.
How do we roll it out?
So we are going to.
Oh, we don't roll it out.
Okay, it still needs a little more flour. It's still a little bit gloopy gloppy.
And then we're done.
Yes.
Am I not to have a mountain before?
I don't think a muffin would be the right choice, but maybe like. I think you'll be okay. I just don't think right now is the time. All right.
I'm just mixing.
All right, so what we're gonna do here, now it's like real, it's like a thick ball of dough. Look at that. Okay. We're just gonna pack it down and we're just gonna take little scoops
Can I
of it.
taste test?
Sure, but it is not gonna taste good. There's no sugar in it. See, there's no sugar, so it doesn't, okay.
Wait, why do you have that spoon?
Okay, that's so weird.
No, yeah, look at
I remember liking it.
Okay.
Now I remember it.
We have to prep our bundt pan here.
Yeah.
If you don't have a bundt pan, you can use really any baking dish, but it comes out so pretty in the bundt pan. So I'm just gonna use some avocado oil spray so that it doesn't stick. Nice and
Why
lubricated
avocado
there.
spray?
Because it's healthier than the other sprays. It's just avocado oil. Okay, so all we're gonna do is take some biscuit dough. I will show you the first one, okay, guys?
I know how to do it.
Oh, you do, so you don't need me to show you, is what you're saying?
Oh, you need that?
Yeah, this is gonna just make it easy.
I was thinking you could just take a pinch, you roll it up, you dip it in there, and then you dip it in there.
So I'm
roll
gonna
it, and then-
put 1 spoon in here so that, here, let's put this over here so you can see. All right, we're gonna do 1
It looks like it's
spoon in here to help move things around. Okay, watch what I do, okay? I'm gonna take my scooper, and I have a scoop of dough,
You
and
plop
I'm
it
gonna
in.
plop it in. Okay, then roll it around. No, notice how
Oh,
there's a spoon here?
this?
Yeah. Good, and it's coated, so you do, yeah, we don't need to like spend a long time. And then you're just gonna take it and very carefully plop it in the sugar without
I
putting
do
extra
butter, you
butter.
do sugar, okay, Cam?
Okay, roll it around. Good. That's it, buddy. That's it. Okay, you want to cover it up? Okay. And then, when that's all done, then, whoops,
Don't
you
know
just
where it
take
is.
this, and if you want to use your finger, that's okay. And then you just put it in the dish.
This is
Anywhere
gonna take
you
a
want.
long time.
Well, we have an assembly line. That means I'll do one job. Each
You
of us will
scoop,
do a job. I will scoop.
Scoop, butter,
I will
sugar.
scoop and plop.
And then I'll
But I
plop.
just want to go over the techniques again. So remember that we don't need this to sit in the butter. We don't need to coat it in butter 6 times. We just need one quick coating of
Got
butter.
it, come on.
When you, please don't rush me. When you move it, we don't want to move extra butter into there or it will ruin that mixture, okay? So I'm going to plop that in, a quick roll around. And while you're doing that, I'm getting my next scoop ready. That's the assembly line part. Good. And then notice how there's a big pool of butter on the spoon? If you do that, it gets all the butter off and then you can just flick like that. All right, and then I've got my next scoop. See how we can keep going? And it saves time. Good job, Cam. You did it, Cami, you did it.
It's a little.
Good. Cami, here comes another one. Here's your next scoop. Great, you guys are doing so well. Cami, that's great. Good job. Okay, here's your next scoop. Good job. You guys are amazing. I'm gonna close up because this is so cute. Oh my gosh, you guys are so good at this. You see our little assembly line? Got the scoop ready, and we just keep going. You see how this saves time? We can do all of them at the same time. While you guys are working on your balls, I'm scooping a new ball. Go ahead, Cami. And then every time you move your buttered ball into the sugar, I have a new scoop waiting for you. You guys are amazing. Is this fun?
Yeah. I'm glad it takes a long time.
You're glad it takes long.
Come on, Kim.
Camden's doing an amazing job, and he's only 5, so you're going to be patient with him,
Not me.
okay? You are so good at this. Now, this is a live video, but we're not going to make them wait 20 minutes for it to come out. Or are we? I mean, I can make some bread in the meantime. And then, it's getting stuck.
We should fast forward this.
Well, we can't fast forward the cooking time. It's going to take about 20 to 25 minutes in the oven. And then I'll either have to shut off the video and then do another live video when we take it out, or
Okay,
maybe
Kim.
start some bread dough.
Just a minute. I'm not ready yet.
You're doing so amazingly, Camden. You guys are both the best.
That's a crunchy one. A very crunchy. Oops.
This is going to be a very special breakfast.
That me, Mom, and Camden made.
Yep.
I'm waiting.
Oh, instead of saying I'm waiting, say I'm ready. That sounds more polite, okay? It's a good thing we're not making a mess, right? Jokes.
We are making a mess?
Yeah, but it's okay.
Ish.
Not too much of a mess. Go ahead.
Ish.
You're doing a great job of making sure that we don't put too much butter in there.
That's a big one.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh yeah, baby.
That's what Camden says.
It's
Oh, oops.
okay.
That one's too much sugar on it.
Cam, do some more on this side. Because we need to be level. Not the sugar.
Oh yeah, when you put the balls in, buddy, try to fill up the bottom. No, not with the sugar, yeah. When you put the ball in, try to put them around evenly
So they stick.
so that we have an Oh, no, no, not the sugar, buddy. The sugar stays in the bowl. When you put it, hold on. When you put this ball in, choose a spot where it can fill in the cracks, okay? So, yep.
The crack.
Yeah, just like that. Very good. Because we don't want it to be super high on one side and missing pieces on the other side. We want to find the cracks.
But what if it falls down?
It won't. As it bakes, everything will kind of like, it's kind of like
Combined.
bricks. Well, it won't combine. It will kind of,
They'll join together?
it won't, well, it will kind of glue together. Yeah.
Ish.
Ish.
You ready, Kim?
Not yet. I'm losing powdered sugar. And you're losing
I have two
butter.
questions for you guys. Number one, what time is it where you are? Are you same time as us? It's 8:05 a.m. right now. Is it the same time where you are? And number two, what are you cooking? What are you eating? What are you making? What are you doing with your family today?
Leave comments.
Yeah, leave it in the comments. That's the fun thing about live, so we can see what other people are doing and chat.
You're losing butter and I'm losing powdered sugar.
You
Or the
guys
sugar.
are doing the best job in the whole world. in
Oh,
the
hey,
history
we're
of
almost
monkey-
done.
We are almost done. Look, just a little bit of dough left.
Over here, Finland.
Yep, Camden's gonna look for those spots that need some extra love.
Love.
Love in the form of dough balls. See how our melted butter's kind of getting low, our sugar's getting low, our dough's getting low.
The dough will always be low.
Oops.
It's okay.
Mom, I tried to put it here, but it...
That's okay.
Plus, we need that spot anyway.
Great job, Cam. Sticky. I think I might just get one more ball here.
One ginormous one.
No, it's just gonna be like a regular size.
Mom, I'm running out of powdered sugar.
That's
Well,
okay.
we only have one more. Or
Yeah,
two
well,
more.
yeah, he has to do two more. You have to do one more. Okay, ready? Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit of a bigger one. There we go. Oh, okay.
Mom, I'm almost done.
Well,
Dad?
you did the most amazing job in the whole history of monkey bread.
Come on,
Jay,
almost.
we're using the
almost
monkey bread
done.
recipe from the Disney Princess Cookbook. I looked it up online. Yeah, blast from the past.
That's the big one.
I'm guessing it has full, like regular flour in it.
Yeah.
Well, it does, but we use freshly milled, of course. That's how we roll. Get it? Roll, because we're like rolling it in the...
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Okay, let's take a look at our little structure here and see if we want to maybe adjust the position
Can I
of...
eat that?
No, silly man. I'm just going to slightly adjust them so that they are...
I look cool.
It looks pretty even Steven though. As they cook, they're gonna expand a little bit. They'll kind of join together and fill in those gaps. You can see it
I'll
looks
put it
like
in the oven.
this. And then, yeah, we're gonna put it in the oven for
15
about
minutes?
20 to 25 minutes. And then we will go live again at about, I don't know. We'll pull it out of the oven. We'll go live when it's time to eat it. Because we're gonna let it put it in the oven 20, 25 minutes. Then we're gonna take it out, let it rest for 10 minutes, and then flip it out over a plate. That's what we'll go live again for the big reveal. So we'll meet you back here at about, I don't know, 8:45 or something.
Can I
like
eat this
that.
bowl
8:45,
sugar?
8:50.
Like,
No.
Please,
Okay.
Mom.
Going in the oven. You wanna put it in the oven for me?
Yeah.
All right, you have to be so careful, okay? Because it's a hot oven. You are so cute. Okay, so you're gonna open it. Okay, and stand back. Put it all the way down, Andy. Okay, careful, careful. Careful, don't touch any the edges of the oven at all. Good job, okay.
No, I want to put it in.
I know, I was just so afraid you were gonna touch the edges of the oven. You guys did an amazing job, high fives. High five, Cammie. Don't hurt me, ow.
I didn't
That was like a high
touch it.
fist. Okay, very good. We will see you back here in a little bit for some monkey bread deliciousness.
Yeah.